Okay, then we come to Arachne. She is rather strong, this is my feeling. I have encountered some teams with her, especially early on, where she's dealing a lot of damage. She's maybe not my personal favorite because of her moves, and yeah, I'm not really a fan of her, but yeah, she seems pretty strong. Her skills, they all depend on magic attack. What is a bit strange about her is that her first artifact is increasing physical attack. So I don't know if I can imagine it might be quite hard to find a line where this is really beneficial because I mean she needs a magic attack boost to be strong from her teammates. So we can again add the Organ and Faceless as a first standard idea. Maybe in last position Lian. Aurora as a tank, and yeah, this line is certainly over average, but now her first artifact does not really fit in because no one profits that much from a physical attack boost. But yeah, maybe you find a better line. This as a standard magical attack line should do good, but who knows, maybe you find a line where you can fit in a physical attacker too. Keira, yeah, she's one of the strongest physical attacker actually. After the upgrade, her armor penetration when fully maxed is enormous. She can do enormous amount of damage. So on my mini account, I going for her. I can show you which line I currently working on, having a lot of fun with this line. So Keira and Nebula, she has a physical attack increase, so I play with someone who has armor penetration in this position, and there is only one character who has armor penetration that places behind Nebula, and this is Fox. And my feeling is that she is good, especially after her upgrade. So those three girls, I think I will have a lot of fun with them in my battles. And yeah, whom to add as a tank? One can go for Galahad and Jet. So that's the arena line, maximum attack line for arena. A bit on the cautious side is here Astaroth, because Keira is kind of your superstar. When she dies, okay, we still have Fox. I was really a long time hesitating of which tank to go for, Astaroth or Galahad, but finally I decided to go for Astaroth. Not sure. It's certainly both are good ideas, also when you go for Galahad. But when Keira dies early on, then maybe it will get difficult. Also, Galahad is a tank, he has many skins to upgrade. And when you don't have a lot of resources, you will never be able to upgrade all the skins. And then when the tank is really only top notch when he has a lot of skins upgraded. I'm not sure. I mean, Galahad has the default skin. He has the physical attack, health, and armor. These are 4 skins. And yeah, Astaroth has only 3. And here the most important one is the armor skin. Sometimes I level up the armor skin even before I level up the default skin, because armor is so important for the tank. As long as he is standing, your attackers behind him can inflict a lot of damage. So yeah, Keira, very interesting girl, very interesting character. She is in the same league as Kark, actually, as physical attacker. Those are the top 2. Then Chu also, we'll come to him later. Yeah, and with the advent of Andvari, maybe Keira is now the best, because Andvari does not have a lot of impact on Keira. Okay, let's move on to Luther. Yeah, he's an interesting tank. He has, when maxed out, his armor is the highest, I think. And his first skill, he jumps or teleports deep into the enemy team. Really an interesting skill he has. And the developers, they in one of their videos, they recommend using him together with Marcus, which I think is interesting, because Marcus also has a very high armor. Then once Luther jumped or teleported himself, Luther can hold the line and maybe support him with his first skill. Yeah, interesting line to go for. I don't think it's the top line, but sure, a lot of fun. Here, I don't know what should we go, the other three places. Yeah, I don't know. Someone who is, he's doing physical attack, so... Or we could go for Jorgen, even though he's a mage. Maybe Peppy. Peppy can be interesting here, because with her second skill she is creating this shield around the further the hero most to the front, and this will be Luther. And when he is in enemy lines and Peppy is doing her second skill, then this will result into a lot of damage. So this might be interesting. Then maybe Martha. Some line like this would be a lot of fun to play with this line. Yeah, maybe, I don't know how useful this teleporting skill is in the campaign, but he is the tank with the strongest armor at the moment when fully leveled up all his skins. Yeah, then we come to the next tank, also an interesting tank, Lilith, but also the same like Rufus. She is good against the mage line. There she is doing excellent, and she has a first nice third skill where she's gaining more and more health. So if your opponent is not able to kill Lilith, then after some time there is no way to defeat her, because her health is maybe at around 1.5 million or so. But against physical attack line, basically it's impossible to use Lilith as a tank, because her armor is not very good. But yeah, if we have resources to level up an interesting tank, then yeah, she is really a nice, attractive tank to go for. But she's certainly not in your top 15 choice for Grand Arena. Maybe she just makes top 15 as the 15th hero, but probably not. Because in Arena I really always have to decide which tanks to go for. Galahad, the tank who is increasing the physical attack for a physical attack line. Aurora, who is my favorite tank, attacking tank for a mage line. And then I'm really pressed the third tank, Astaroth, because he's very strong in Arena with his fourth skill. But for the campaign, Ciri would be the best, so we already have 4 tanks, and yeah. So where is Lilith sitting in? Then she's the 5th choice, maybe. Yeah, so if you have resources and a lot of time, then why not go for her? Qing Mao. She is one of the characters who have armor penetration, and those penetration skills are really important, those penetration artifacts. So yeah, why not go for her? The other character who has armor penetration is Elmir, and Elmir is maybe a bit more versatile, but she is very powerful. We add again Nebula, and now she has armor penetration. Now here we want someone with physical attack. Before we had in this position Artemis or Daredevil. We could also go for Darkstar. I think she is the one I would go for of these 3. If I have to pick one, Daredevil, Artemis. So yeah, she would be my first choice for this line, the Darkstar. Second choice Artemis, third choice Daredevil. Yeah, and then as a tank, same old story, maximum attack line, go with Galahad. Who to put in last position? maximum attack line, go for Jet. Or now let's see, where does Astrid place? Yeah, she can place behind Dark Star. This would be a strong line. And then we come to Judge. Very solid hero. He's also one of those you can use when you need to pass a mission and want to tank with Kark. Then you can place him behind. He's a mage basically. I would say he does not really make the cut. He's an interesting, nice hero, but some people say he is a smaller version of Jorgen, and they are quite right, because Jorgen is just a tad better than Judge, and then maybe early on you can use him because he is. He's lowering the physical, the magic defense of your opponent's team. Then maybe it makes sense to use him. But in middle game and in the end game later on, one does not really see him anymore. So yeah, I cannot say much about him. He's a mage, so if you want to use him, add Jorgen and Faceless. Yeah, but this does not really make sense now because. He is not that attacking, so here maybe we better add Orion. And Jorgen and Judge, I don't know, in the same line. Yeah, maybe something like this. Yeah, Tiye is a solid hero. For tower, no, in the beginning not bad, but yeah, later on maybe don't use her anymore. There are better tanks for this last position. Marta is better in last position than Tiye, just as a general rule. Maybe not in this line. Maybe here go for Helios, because his skills depend on magic attack. Yeah, I would not really go for Judge. Then we have Ish. He is great in the beginning, in the middle game. At a certain point, when he is no longer capable of penetrating the opponent's armor, he maxed out. I think he has about 24 kilo armor penetration. As long as he can penetrate the armor of the opponent, he's really one of the best. But then later on you will see there are tanks that have an armor maybe of 30,000, and then he needs help to penetrate the armor, and then sometimes dies very quickly. So in the end game, practically no one is using Ish anymore. Take a quick look here in Arena on server 5. No Ish, no Ish. Here we have Chu. Yeah, Chu is good also for the end game. But we will not see any Ish in the top 20. Yeah, we see Kark. Kark again, but no Ish. Maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah. So you see later on Ish is no longer used. Early on, and also for the tower, if you have a high level Ish, you can complete the tower only with Ish. So yeah, he has certain interesting qualities. Okay, we continue with Mojo. He's one of the 3 mages that has magic penetration as first artifact. Faceless and Orion are the other 2, and Lars, I forgot, Lars too has the magic penetration. So from that point of view, he's a very useful first artifact, and also his ultimate, his first skill, can do a lot of damage. I never really played with him, although once I was playing with the thought of going for him, because he has such a powerful first artifact. If you can manage make him use this in a battle, then it gets tough for any opponent. Yeah, if we want to go for a line, then let's see, we'll put in Jorgen. Maybe we could go for Celeste here. Something like this, and then the usual tank for a mage line. Maybe as Mojo is our superstar in this line, maybe we want to go for Astaroth, so he could bring Mojo back should anything go wrong. And then to make the line even more attacking, why not go with Lian? She has magic increase as a first artifact, so I think this is a pretty strong line. Although Jorgen is in second to last position, and I'm not really too fond of this, because he's doing better in middle position or in the second from the front. In my opinion, he's using his first skill earlier and more often. But yeah, on the other hand, Mojo is, I think, nicely placed in the middle. Don't know, maybe also Satori. Yeah, something like this I would try with Mojo, but you have to know his ultimate can be interrupted by, yeah, if for instance Faceless is using his power toss, and then he gets interrupted. But yeah, okay, when the timing is right, his Mojo is hard to stop, except if there is a Lian. So Lian will stop Mojo's ultimate very securely, time after time and time again. So yeah, if you go for Mojo, you don't want to see Lian in the opposing team. For the campaign, I don't know too much about him. And then Aurora, I've already said a lot about her. I really like her as a tank. A lot of people don't like her. It's maybe because her armor is not that high, and in the beginning, if you need to level up the dodge stat, you have a glyph for dodge, so you need to level this up, then the physical attacks will miss her time and time again. And then she becomes really strong. Maybe you can level up her second artifact. Here she has also additional, she will get additional dodge. And also her first skill will provide dodge for 9 seconds. So yeah, and apart from this, she is really very attacking in front of a mage line. And yeah, eye candy to watch her. Yes, she has also nice skins, I think. Well, okay, a nice transparent sword. But maybe we go with the default skin. Looks quite, more often than not, the default skin I think is pretty much the best looking one. Okay, that was Aurora.